Hello everyone, and welcome back to yet another episode of Train Fever, where we're doing the EPEC challenge. I'm going to take a little bit of a break from some railway building today, and I've done a little bit off camera. I have put in this section of highway, which I'm quite happy about. It goes all the way along here, quite a tight corner there, which is on purpose. Loops round here, over this slightly rough section here, and then goes over the top of this railway, which I quite like, and it abruptly ends here, so it's not finished. But I want to focus my efforts on... Well, I've also rejigged all of this roads around here. Quite happy with how they've turned out. But I want to focus my efforts on this area in here today, because I've downloaded a whole list of new mods, and there's more to come. One of which you may notice is I now have the snowy capped mountains, which I quite like. I've also done this section here. This little like waste ground area between the motorway or highway and the railway. It's not finished. I've also put in some concrete here, which will later be used to, you know, pretty things up. And over here, I quite like how this turned out. Put a couple of period correct vehicles there, parked along the sides of the road. This one doesn't really look quite right, but this one also doesn't really look quite right. It's on a pavement, but a couple of cars around, and a couple of limos at the train station. I think it looks quite nice. Didn't realise that people would walk straight through them, but I like how it's looking so far. I've also put this little section of road in here because I have plans for this area in the future, and a couple of road sections in here so that it looks like it has an entrance, if you will. But I'd like to focus the bulk of my efforts in this area here today. So the first thing I want to do is get rid of all of these trees. Get rid of everything out of this section just now, because I think it would just look better. Now this area here, I want to do a little bit of terrain conformity here. Just sort of take some of it away. It's just a little bit much there right next to the railway. And I don't like this at all. This all needs to disappear. Get that section there smoothed out a little bit as well. Just sort of want to make it look a bit nicer. Like so. I'll worry about the other side at another time. And what I'd like to do is I'd like some big rocks. They're not really going to look right. I'd like to sort of completely cover this area in here with rocks, and then I'll get rid of that one because I don't like how it looks. Yeah, actually I don't like that at all. Undo all of that. I had something in mind, but it's just not worked out the way I wanted to, so do that one again. Instead, what I will do is I'll just paint it. If I can find the paint tool again. And there it is. And I think I'll go for Gravel A. And just cover all of this section here. I'll just go ahead and not do that, because that's way over there. Let's reset that. Let's try that one again. something like this. And let's paint that. That's kind of more or less what I had in mind. I'll tidy up these edges with some trees, or shrubbery. If I can find them. Just sort of take the edge off it, if you will. It kind of hangs over the track a little bit, but we'll pretend it doesn't. I'll just do all of this area here with trees like so. I wonder if I could get any under here. That'll do for now. So it looks a bit nicer there. Now with this main part of the track, I just basically want to line these all the way along it. Like so. I think it's going to look quite nice once it's done anyway. Yep, bit of a more beautiful area anyway. We are making money as well, which is nice. We're not this year because I think I've spent quite a bit of money on the half a highway I've put in so far. A couple of these will need to be taken out. I think that one will be in the way. There's something along these lines anyway. Just to sort of give it like a hedgerow, if you will. I'm not overly keen on what it's doing to the ground, but I think it looks quite nice anyway. Something like that. And let's just go back and make sure nothing is hanging over the track. I think we're fine for this section anyway. I think that one... I don't have enough money to even delete things. I think most of them are okay, to be honest. That one's fine. That one would really benefit us not being there. So just give it a second. We'll get money any second now. There we go. And that one. Rest of these seem okay. There's one there. That one's definitely too close to the track. And that one. There we go. A road vehicle that's old. I can live with that if it would just go away. Now with this area, I want to basically do a line straight down here. Like that. And then along here. I'm going to fill this whole area in here too. With just the general shrubbery. Don't want anything too large here. Where did all those go? Something like that for that one. And then something like that. Just sort of, basically I'm making fields here. Just sort of, I mean, the standard fields that they give you in the game, they're not terrible, but they're not very nice either. And it would be nice to have something to look at when you're riding the trains. Some relatively small fields with scrubland in between. A relatively big field in this area. I think I'll just separate this one like so. And then go along the side of the roads here. And just this one left to do. See, that already looks a million times better. And what I'd also like to do is, where's the biggest field? I think that this field here, what I'll do is just basically do a circle like that. Something like that. Let's see if we can find this terrain painter again, because it is the farm mod as well. So I think for this field I'll go for ploughed. Something like that. I like how it leaves that bit in the middle. That's nice. Put a couple of ploughed fields in. Do another one over here. And then we'll go for some hops. In this field. And down here too. This makes all the difference to this game. Let's go for some sugarcane. You can never go wrong with sugarcane. And some potatoes. And then for these last fields, these are all going to be wheat. just to break the texture up a little bit. Like that. Isn't that nice? It's a million times better than what the standard fields look like. New train available to us, the Class E in 94. See how much better that looks? It's a bit flat, but it's very nice. Now the other thing I'd like to do is in this area here, if I can find it. All the way along to here. And paint all of that in sand. It's very dark sand, but it's sand all the same. You got a small country road. Actually, I'll go for a medium country road. That'll come off here if I can. I'm going to try going the other way. And just go over the top of all of that to there. I doubt I'm going to be able to get another road back onto the highway here. Something like that. Let's go back to the terrain tool and put in a little bit more sand there. And just fix some of this terrain around here too. Like so. Something like this anyway. I think that's looking quite nice. Let's pay back some of this loan while we can. The more we pay back, the better. And I'd like to put in concrete A all along here. And we just need to wait a second for a bit of money coming in. We've got a new bus available to us, which is nice. Very nice indeed. I've got all sorts of car mods, and I can put streams in. It's all very interesting stuff. I need $10. I've just come past the start of the year, so how much did we make last year? Our income was less last year actually. Wonder why that is. That line always costs us money. This line. Automatic replacement. Let's have a look here. Freight vehicles. And let's automatically replace them. So get replaced when and if they need to be. Let's just cover all of this in concrete. That really messes the terrain up just a tad. Just slightly ruins my terrain, but that's fine. And we'll go for some... if I can scroll back through it. Let's get this area here with some bushes. And the same with over here. Just a few bushes, like so. Now what I'd like to do is get the odd tall tree along here. Like so. And then I want to find the car mod. This one. Now we're still in 1939, so we're kind of limited to two types of vehicle. But we'll place a couple of cars around here. I'd like a different... sort of a free-for-all type parking area. Throw in a couple of these like so. And that guy just deciding to park in the bushes. This will look much better once we get to the more modern years, and I can change all these cars for all sorts of different... you can see all the different ones. I should have gotten a mod for buses and commercial vehicles as well. I'll just put a couple over here too. And I think I have a general railway building. And let's place it at ground level. And make it out of wood. Make the windows out of wood. No chimney. Door base position. No chimney. No fire buckets. No lamps. What we'll do is we'll just place this right there. I'll get some more assets like more beach type props. I think that looks quite nice. That breaks the scenery up quite a bit. With the farmland and a little beach with the kind of questionable texture of sand. It's more like dirt to me, but you know. It's looking very nice. We're making good money, although we've lost money this year somehow. Why are we losing money? See the details of this. 21 years old. Automatic replacement. Actually, that's the one we want. Where is the other one? I go replace now. Not enough money. A bit expensive, to be honest. It will be expensive to replace that train. Line 2. Why is line 2 not earning any money? Let's have a look at the finances. It really isn't. I'll work on that in the next episode. But just this little area here, and what a difference that makes. Let's pick a train. See if we can find a train down this way. There we go, this one is heading down that way. Oh, let's stay at this train. Let's do a first person view. Yeah, isn't that much nicer? None of the trees seem to be in the way either. A little glimpse of the highway there. Then it opens up into a more industrial kind of look. And then as you come down this way, this area is not finished yet. So there is trees in the way. And this area will be looking very snazzy in the future. But I'm going to leave this episode here for today. I think it's probably going to end up being a shorter episode. But off camera, what I'm going to do is this area here, I'll do it off camera. And smarten it up a little bit, throw in a few more fields and lakes. And probably some trees and whatnot. And don't forget to like this video if you did like it. Leave me some suggestions in the comments, and if you're new around here, hit that subscribe button. Thank you all very kindly for watching, and I will see you again next time. Bye for now.